Yeah, get in that bin, Eden. Try and find something good. Oh, and it's snowing. They're out for the first snow. Look how cute it is. I'm dying. I'm dying. What? Are you kidding me? This literally, oh my, no. No.
Hello from the void, it's Rose. Welcome back to my channel and to the apocalypse. Today we are going to do one thing and one thing only. We are going to get that bathtub, or I hope so. We will be grinding as much handiness as possible. In the last episode the children were so miserable that I really just can't tolerate that on a continuous basis, so that will be our focus. And we also will be spending some of the money we made at the Finchwick Fair to make some adjustments to our lot in line with becoming truly the paranoid survivalist that we were made to be. Let's get to it.
Eden is back from the fair and apparently feeling very confident, but her energy is so low that she looks like absolute trash. We are just jumping in by quickly to spend some of our 7,000 simoleons on finally being able to fence our lot all the way in. It isn't a requirement of the challenge, and it's also kind of unrealistic that we would be able to move all of these things, but on a fundamental level I'm here for vibes, not accuracy. The reason I'm not playing the proper apocalypse challenge rules is they're so restrictive. Like, you can't move anything bigger than a tile once you've put it down, and you can only put one thing in your inventory at a time, and that's just quite restrictive for me and not super fun. So I've taken the bits I like from it, the vibes, the level of grindiness, and made it my own. We're just hiding our fence, and then we can go back and say hi to the toddlers, who are miraculously clean. It hadn't occurred to me that by leaving them behind where they sort of automatically got sent to daycare, they would be cleaned in our absence. So we're going to have happy toddlers for at least 12 hours, hopefully. We're just going to pretend they found a puddle and rolled around in it a bit and take it as a win, because actually this means that the bath thing is slightly less urgent and we can all get a good night's sleep. It is autumn, my favourite season, and we have a veritable herd of chickens at this point. Eden's up. Oh, and look, she's sitting cross-legged. That is new from the high school years pack, and I do love it. I love a little cross-leg sit. And despite the fact that she is feeling pretty stinky, I am going to be forcing her to start on the chores and things, because they're only going to make her stinkier. Oh God, please don't break your eggs. She's not clumsy, so I don't know why she's doing that. I mean, it's hard enough to cook in this household, because every time we have enough energy to cook something on grid, by the time she's done the prep part, we run out of enough energy to cook it on the stove. And then she gets a quick meal. So we now have a half-finished bowl of eggs on the side, and I need to remember to have her go finish that before it goes off. Anyway, we're going to leave Eden stinky, and we're going to make her do things that make her more stinky, and then she can have a shower at the end of the day. Also, in part, that feels like appropriate revenge for letting the toddlers be incredibly stinky. They, for once, are clean. She is not. So we're just going to grind on. The kids are actually doing surprisingly well at their skills, given that I've basically left them completely alone. Yeah, get in that bin, Eden. Try and find something good. What did you find? Anything? Apparently nothing. Well, the bin is at least leaving her feeling super inspired, so good for her. Personally, I find cake more inspiring, but if bins do it for you, girl, who am I to judge? There are a short supply of inspiring objects in the apocalypse, and I can't believe she hasn't found anything. Oh, we found a TV. Okay, well, we can't really use that. I mean, we can, it would work, but we can't, because it doesn't work with the logic of the save. Damn it! Maybe we can sell it for parts. We'll think about that. Anyway, these little guys are just having a cute little chat. Look at them, so clean. And someone even put Callow in his everyday wear. If you think about this side by side with the bit from the last episode, we've come far. They're doing pretty good on their skills, so Kiri is pretty much level 3 on everything. I actually kind of don't want them to reach level 3 on Potty. Callow's a bit further behind in some things, but he's got higher imagination, so they're pretty well balanced. But if they get level 3 in all their traits, they get the happy toddler trait, which doesn't feel very accurate given how they have been raised, basically left completely to their own devices. So I am kind of okay with them not getting that. I will not be pushing them to do loads and loads more potty training, because if they don't get that, they don't get the happy toddler trait. If they get it accidentally, then I guess they deserve it. But yeah, you tell them, Butters. For the time being, I think it's more realistic if they don't, which is a very backwards approach to my normal one, which is get everyone all the points. I'm like, I really hope my toddlers don't get this beneficial trait growing up. And now Eden is done with her farm chores, still stinking, I am having her brew a deodorizing cream. I did actually wonder if this might be a hack for cleaning the toddlers, and we do need to drive her herbalism up as part of the poison garden rules. So we're gonna make a couple of those and see if we can use it on the kiddos who are doing a runner. Guys, where are you off to? Oh, they're wearing their winter outfits. Look, they have other clothes. Oh, and it's snowing. They're out for the first snow. Look how cute it is. I'm dying. I'm dying. Ugh. I mean, they're having a little argument now, but I think that's fine. Siblings fight. And honestly, these are some bucolic apocalyptic scenes. The snow is falling. Is it ash? Is it snow? Who knows? These guys are chatting. Callow is about to have a small emotional meltdown, but me too, kid. Every day. Every day. My initial thoughts from their toddler traits was that Kiri would probably be very stay-at-home indoorsy and Callow would be much more adventurous and out and about, and that is true to an extent, but I think really how it's manifested is that Callow's very dissatisfied with his lot in life. He finds how they're living quite difficult to tolerate, whereas Kiri's actually quite happy. She quite likes just watching her mum, she likes chatting with the plant, she likes their little tiny world, whereas Callow is like, there must be more out there. And I think that's the direction I'm going to take their characters in as they continue to grow up. I could really do with some of our household appliances breaking because we're out of upgrade parts, so we're having to pay to make things on the handiness table, and honestly it's quite expensive to be driving up not a very high gain in skill. Kiri's really happy because she talked to a plant. Cutie. I have bought Eden the handiness book. I caved and finally bought it because it was cheaper overall to buy her the book than to have her keep paying to make projects, even though having her learn things from a book rather than practically is very out of character, honestly. But it's going better than I thought. She seems to be enjoying it. Maybe she secretly likes theory. And we've actually passed quite a bucolic day. No one is stinky. Everyone is getting some rest or building a skill. People are fed. We are just doing pretty much okay. Or we were for about 3 sim hours, but now the toddlers are back up and they're smelly again. It's possible we might be able to long it out a bit more by doing the cleanup interaction, so I'm going to have Eden come back in and see if she can help them out. What? What? Are you kidding me? This literally, oh my, no. No, Grim, piss off. We don't want you hits. How is she dying of laughter? She was touching a poo. We don't have anyone old enough to plead for her. Callow, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to steal your childhood. We are going to try and quickly age Callow up. I don't care what traits he gets. We need him to go. Just let me get out of this screen. I need you to go and leave your sister. Oh God, you look terrible. I'm sure Grim won't care. Please for your mother. Grim, come on. These kids are having a shit time. You've got to give them a break. Did he say... Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't believe I failed 2 challenges in like a week. And I wrote this challenge. That's just rude. I can't believe it. Why me? I mean, obviously I'm not going to accept it. I've done like 15 episodes of this series, so I'm not just going to be like, oh, okay, I guess it's done then. But seriously, this game needs to cut me a break. I cannot be having my Sims drop dead of hysteria left and right, and I do feel like it's got worse since the update, so I'm going to claim it's not my fault and pretend that didn't happen. Oh, and I'm now being punished with apocalyptic thunder and lightning, which means we can't even go outside and do any of our chores. We're still going to have to do some of them. We can't just be abandoning our animals. That would be abuse of welfare standards. Why? I can't even talk. I'm so horrified. Ah! Jesus! That made me jump. I am not emotionally equipped to be doing this right now. I just need you to feed the animals and go back inside, and please don't die again. I can't handle you dying again, and there's a above average chance of it happening. Oh good, you're flirty. Well, good for you. I am wildly traumatized. I'm with these guys. Look at them, just pooey, wanting snacks, crying. Ugh. I'm sweating. I'm actually sweating. I'm so stressed out, and probably the sound is going to be really terrible on this recording because I'm like flailing my head around like some sort of deranged hydra. But hey, I guess at least Callow's increased his communication skills. I am going to have Eden do some interaction with the kids in case Grim not accepting Callow's pleading was a reflection on their crappy relationship. I have got her to start potty training him, except then the sink broke, so we had to stop doing that and start doing something else instead. But let us try and help Kiri, you know, try and build up some karmic good against possible future deaths, or just chat at them both. I'm slightly scared to go back in the cowshed. I realise that Butters actually has just been hanging out in there, and I'm a bit worried that Grim now lives inside and he's just like waiting to mess with us. I hadn't realised you could upgrade beds in this game, so we're just upgrading our bed. using a motherboard apparently, because who doesn't love a bed that has circuitry in it? And pretending everything is totally and completely normal. Nothing happened here today. Everything is just lovely. We are doing chores and grinding our handiness in the hope that we may possibly be able to get a bath for our children before they become children, which I think will be Wednesday. I'll see you, stinking chicken coop. I will clean you, I promise. I just really, really, really want level 8 handiness, and this bar is not going up. I feel like at this stage it's mocking me. I spend all of my time doing things with spanners and hammers and saws, and all I get is death and no level 8. Please, for the love of all that is handy, can we just get to level 8 sometime this century? Fast forward to 24 hours post AD, almost death. We are still not level 8 handiness. I thought this would be quicker. I don't know if it's because our house is bigger than the tiny home or what is going on, but I am feeling personally victimised by this save, this game, my own decisions, and my toddlers who are literally trashing the place whilst I try desperately to buy them a bathtub. On that utterly chaotic and very stressful note, we will call an end to this episode. Please drop suggestions of how I can exercise my game in the comments, give me a like when you're down there, and I will see you in the next video.